Good morning, children. Welcome to day 10 social class. In the previous class, we discussed 1937 provincial elections, what happened. And 4.4% only Muslim League got the voting percentage. And even the Muslim League when it was formed, mainly it formed to protect the interest of the landlords in Uttar Pradesh and all, to protect the interest of Muslim landlords and all, and particularly for the Muslim people who are more in Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, these areas. So Muslims were more in that areas. So now what happened here? 1937 provincial elections, what happened? Muslim League, though Muslims were more in that area, that is United Provinces. At that time, Britishers used to call United Provinces. United Provinces means present Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand areas. Present Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand areas. Bombay, that is Mumbai, Madras. These areas, Muslims were more. But in these areas, what happened? Muslim League was not able to get more seats here. Muslim League, they got little bit votes, but not get full majority. Not got full majority in these areas where Muslims were more. And in the same way, Punjab part, and also Northwest Frontier Province, that is Northwest, present Pakistan part, Northwest of India, that is present Pakistan part, and Sindh, Bengal, that is now in India we know West Bengal. So there East, Bangladesh, present Bangladesh is that was called as East Bengal. Before division it was called as East Bengal. There Muslims were more. Afterwards that East Bengal only formed as Bangladesh, we will discuss that later. So in the Bengal part, East Bengal where Muslims were more. These are all the areas. Afterwards Pakistan formed with these areas only. Pakistan formed with all these areas. In these areas, in 1937 provincial elections, Muslim League defeated. Muslim League defeated in these areas. Muslim League defeated in those areas where Muslims were more, and Pakistan formed by these areas. In these areas, Pakistan formed afterwards. And these areas, United Provinces, Bombay, Madras, there also Muslims were more at that time, and they got good seats only, but not full majority. There what happened? Then you can get that out. But voting right were given to all the people. Universal adult franchise system was there at that time? No. In the provincial elections of 1937, voting right was given to only few people. That too 12%. 12% people only got the right to vote for provincial elections, and only 1% for Central Assembly. Only 1% participation of the voters, that is right to vote for 1% people in Central Assembly, elections for Central Assembly. That is very, very less. So, but whatever it may be, elections conducted in all. So here what happened? So by this also we can understand that the mindset of the Muslims was not changed, and they want to live in India happily along with the Hindus and all. But afterwards, when the Britishers created this doubt, some Congress also made some mistakes. What mistakes they made here? In the United Provinces, Bombay, Madras, these areas, Muslim League, they did not get 100%, this full majority to form the government. Then they requested, Muslim League requested the Indian National Congress to form coalition government. Coalition government means combinedly forming the government. With Congress, Muslim League, combinedly they have to form the government in these areas, United Provinces, Bombay and Madras. That proposal was put forward and in front of the Indian National Congress. But Indian National Congress not accepted for that proposal. Not accepted for that. And that one, because of that what happened? The Muslims were upset. The Muslim League, and this is also one reason to get doubts, to create doubts in the minds of the Muslim people. And what they thought, the Muslim League thought that already Britishers they created the doubt, and now they thought that Hindus, Indian National Congress, Hindus are not interested to form government with combinedly with Muslims. is they don't want to share power with Muslims. That type of one idea created in the minds of the Muslims. And also, one more thing happened here. What was that? The most of the Muslim leaders, at that time Muslim leaders, they were the members of Muslim League. They were the members of, even Indian National Congress also, some members are Muslim members. They were all the members of this Muslim League. Members of Muslim League. Because it's a Muslim party, Muslim League members they were. Membership they have taken. Same like that in the Indian National Congress also, the people, most of the Hindus, they were the members of the most important organization, Hindu Mahasabha. Hindu Mahasabha and RSS, Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, RSS. So at that time, two important Hindu organizations were there at that time. Hindu Mahasabha and Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, RSS. These two, what was the aim of these two organizations? These two organizations, they always work for the benefit, for the welfare of the Hindus. The main aim of these two organizations, Hindu Mahasabha and RSS, Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, to unite all the Hindus, irrespective of the caste. In Hindus, number of castes are there, no? So, caste, subcaste, those are called sects, subcaste, sects, so many are there. So, irrespective of all the caste, subcaste, the different sects, all the Hindus has to unite, irrespective of all these differences. All has to unite, and they have to work for the welfare of the Hindus. And they clearly, the Hindu Mahasabha and RSS clearly said that the aim of these two are very important. The aim of these two organizations to protect the welfare of Hindus, to unite all the Hindus, irrespective of the caste and subcaste, sect, etc. So they clearly said that these two organizations clearly said that India is a country, India is a land of Hindus. So we have to protect the interest of safeguard the interest of the Hindus here. This is the aim of Hindu Mahasabha and RSS. These two organizations were very famous at that time. And most of the Indian Congress leaders or the members of Hindus are the members of these two, Hindu Mahasabha particularly. The members of this Hindu Mahasabha. Hindus are the members of Hindu Mahasabha and Muslims are the members of Muslim League in Indian National Congress. But after this dispute started, then Congress already did one mistake, that is not sharing power. Not sharing power with Muslims. And another mistake, what is the second one is wrong step taken. Indian National Congress leaders, they clearly said that the Muslim people, Muslim leaders who are there in Congress, they should come out of the Muslim League. They have to resign for the membership of Muslim League. They should not be the members of Muslim League. So, resign for Muslim League. Resign for Muslim League. So, they should not continue the members of the Muslim League. They have to resign for the membership. Indian National Congress leadership ordered to the Muslims who are the members of Muslim League. Naturally, what happened? Muslims got angry. The Muslim leaders got angry. Then immediately they questioned. Okay, you are saying that we have to resign for Muslim League leadership, Muslim League organization. For that membership, you are saying that we have to resign. But what about you? Means you means here Hindus. The Hindus of Congress, they are the members of Hindu Mahasabha. Then how should they continue as the members of Hindu Mahasabha? If we are not, we should not continue. You are saying why they have to continue? Why they should continue as the members of Hindu Mahasabha? They raised the question. It became a controversial issue. Then immediately Congress leadership, it understood the position, and Congress leadership announced that all the Hindu members who are the Hindu members of Congress, who are the members of partner, who are the members who have taken the membership of Hindu Mahasabha, they also has to resign for this organization. So Indian National Congress members should not take membership in any organization, either Hindu Mahasabha or Muslim League, whatever it may be. By this incident, Congress want to create impression. It want to create impression to the people. It want to send a message to the people of India that India is not a party of Hindus. All the people, all the religious people are equal for Indian National Congress. And Indian National Congress will never accept the theory of two-nation theory. That is, the Hindus and Muslims both belongs to the same country, India. They belongs to the same country, India, not separate country, and no any other differences. Both belongs to the same country, same nation. Indian Hindus and Muslims belong to the same nation, India. They want to send clearly that message to the people. But whatever they did, already once the seed sown by the Britishers here, what seed? Separation. That is, they created doubts in the minds of the Muslims. So that continued like that. And Muslim League also, it continued the doubts, and it taken into the people, in the minds of the common people also, who don't know about all this politics. So in this way, what happened? Congress tried to accept the people, tried to send the message to the people, all are belong to Indian nation only. There should be no differences between Hindus and Muslims. But already the demand for separate Muslim state started. First, we will discuss about that. In 1930, Muslim League party conducted a meeting. The president for that meeting, the famous poet, Urdu poet, Muhammad Iqbal. Muhammad Iqbal means, immediately we have to remember that he wrote the song. Which song he wrote? सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. That famous song written by the Urdu poet Muhammad Iqbal. He was the president of the Muslim League conference in 1930. In his presidential address, he made it clear that the northwest part of India, this part, northwest part. So this part of India where Muslims were more, separate Muslim state has to be formed. Here separate Muslim state has to be formed. Where Muslims were more, in that area separate Muslim state. He not said that separate country for Muslims. He said that separate Muslim state has to be formed. He expressed his opinion in 1930, his presidential address for Muslim League conference. By this, what we have to understand, what idea we got. So the educated people, the educated intellectuals also, they changed, the mindset changed, and they want a separate Muslim state within the country India, not separate country in India, not separate country. They don't want to divide from India. In this situation, this is the opinion of the famous poet. Actually, in this situation, we have to discuss about one more. Pakistan, the name Pakistan, who created this name, whose idea was this? So, we will discuss this in next class.